Hey guys, I just wanted to jump on because I realized I forgot to tell you about I got into it and then I totally forgot and I got on the bike and I was like, oh my gosh, I totally forgot. Okay, so remember how I said like it's not a guarantee, but like I have some methods that I used for swine flu and for other things because I had a boss that we used to travel a lot and our whole company did and we kept getting sick. So he finally has a doctor and he shared some information with me. So I'm going to share it with you because I actually started using the technique and it really does work. So, whenever I start feeling under the weather or like I'm gonna get sick with like some kind of upper respiratory thing, I first off with swine flu, I deleted all milk products, everything milk. Dairy makes it clog up, so it makes it worse rather than better. And I switched it with silk, or you can use almond milk. Um, let's see what else. I always drink warm liquid. I never drink cold. So I never drink cold water. I never drink anything cold. I know they say drink lots of fluid and drink like tons of warm stuff. So like teas and like warm water. I know everybody criticized me for my warm water, but it really does work. Hot water works. Hot lemon water. Um, Lemon water works because it clears that stuff. Um, let's see. Oh, um, apple cider vinegar is really good for sinuses. So what you do is you put a cupful of that in a glass of water and you drink it. I know it's really strong. That's the one you have to drink cold. It's really strong, so you have to hold your breath and drink it, or like hold your nose and drink it so you don't taste it. If you don't like pickle juice, you're not gonna like it. But that's really good for sinus headaches and migraines and all that stuff. Sinus problems. It's also good for a lot of other things, but like since we're talking this, um, what else? Um, I use I use some over-the-counter medications, but I'm not gonna get into that because I don't want to be giving medication advice over the things. So I'm just gonna give you some home remedies that worked for me. So like warm liquid, getting rid of milk, products, a lot of soup helps. Homemade soup helps. If you can't do it, canned soup, chicken soup, stuff like that. And I know this is really bad because it does cause it causes somewhat. It's been argued that it can cause ulcers, but ramen noodles are really good for like when you're feeling under the weather. Some pops that help. I mean, even though I'm saying don't drink a lot of cold fluid, but if you're feeling like you need at least pep of energy just to get up and like get dressed or something. Now, I'm not saying go out and stress yourself out. I'm saying, say you're staying home and you want to watch TV, but you need to get up so you don't stay up all night, sleep all day. What you do is you have like Mountain Dew or something like that. That's really good for your sinuses too. If you can drink it. What else? Coffees, no, because you have to put milk in it. You can drink it without it. Um, because that's kind of good sometimes. Um, let's see what else. Jello, warm Jello. I'm trying to think. Keeping your chest warm at all times. So like, if you go to the gym and you exercise and you sweat, like I am right now because I just got off the bike and did 10 miles. So like, wait a while, cool off before you go outside. Because you don't want your chest getting cold. Your chest, if you keep it warm, it's harder for the virus to develop. Let's see, in keeping it warm in your house. So I know it's summertime, I know it's hot, I know you want the air on and you're like sweating and stuff, but honestly, for right now, just try to keep yourself warm, your chest warm, especially so that you don't get this. And then once they get a vaccine or whatever, and once they find out more information, then I guess you can go about your life. But if you need help, and it's not that bad, but it's bad enough that you have to stay home. These are things that I use, and I do it all the time. So and the minute I'm tired, like if I'm exhausted, I sleep. So like if you're exhausted, if you need a nap, take a nap. Don't feel shameful about it. Just rest. Rest is more important right now than going out to see your friends. And if you are going out to see your friends, social distance, make sure they wear a mask. If you notice that they're not wearing a mask, for instance, I'm gonna tell you why I dumped my boyfriend. I dumped my boyfriend because he wasn't wearing a mask. Because every time I saw him, he told me he was wearing a mask. And so, when I was, when I was shocked about this and had that little break, he called me and we were on the phone and he mentioned that he had to put on a mask, so he had to let me go. So here I am assuming that this guy's wearing his mask everywhere, and or that my boyfriend's wearing his mask. Well, when I came home, I wore my mask because I had been flying, and I wore my mask during flying. I wear my mask everywhere, so no problem. So he didn't have his mask on. So he was like, well, I just came from the car and it was just you, so I wasn't worried. And I thought, okay, but I'm gonna wear mine because, I came back from the airport. Which I thought I let that one slide. Then he came in and we of course had our drinking night, and he wore his mask to get the stuff, but then he takes it off. And he doesn't social distance. He doesn't do that. I felt very uncomfortable and I had to let him go because he said something that was not very nice. So yeah, I dumped someone for not wearing a mask and not social distancing properly and putting my life in danger, as I felt. So just know that not only are you protecting yourself, but you're protecting other people. You're protecting people that you love. So, you might not feel like you have it, but you might have something, or you might have touched something that day that got on you that you thought you cleaned off that maybe it didn't clean off, or I don't know. So just be kind. Be kind, and don't argue with people, and don't make them feel bad for wanting you to wear a mask. So I mean, this has nothing to do with politics. It's a health concern. It's real. It's something real, and I can tell you that because I had swine flu, and that was real. So, you know, if they're telling you precautions, take them. But I just want to jump on real quick and follow up with some stuff that if you get feeling under the weather, remember those tips, and hopefully you won't get it as bad, or maybe it'll just pass by. So, you know, just be careful out there. And even if you know people, and I know you're thinking, well, my family this, but know that there's been families that have died. It's been on the news. So, I mean, family members of families and whole families who have passed away from COVID because they got together and they didn't social distance properly, and they didn't wear a mask, and they didn't do the proper things. So know that it's real. Know that you can get it. Know that if you're going to socialize properly. And if you don't feel safe or you don't feel comfortable, don't worry about walking away. It's actually the time of being selfish. It's the most time that you can be selfish and not feel bad about it.